And we are live at the Uptown Forum for CTFM. Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and Me, brought to you each and every Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock by Hunt Regional Healthcare. And Benita Kay is always there for Jeff and his organization.
Yes, Discount Wheel and Tires Valvoline Express really treats me good every time I go. So
And can
I
I just
suggest it for you guys.
And can I just add that we were there yesterday, Gabe and I were there yesterday. I've got new rubber on the road, on that little red wagon, and what a bargain we got. I got on some tires yesterday. They were so good. When Jay, the general manager, told me the price of what I had to pay, Gabe says, "Really? Can I get some?" So, all right. So
Well,
we
talk
have
about rubber hitting the road. Let me
rubber
tell
hitting
you
the
about
road.
this next guest, Connie Pettit from Women in Need. She
Yes.
works
Connie, thank you.
tirelessly for the women in our community that are, in need of a little bit of help. And I know that right now, as we have this stay in place kind of order going on, that what you guys do for the community is crucial, because spending a lot of time at home in maybe some unhealthy situations, some things can arise that you guys can help out with. So we're so glad to have you this morning, Miss Connie. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for
So
having us.
tell us a little bit about what's going on with Women in Need right now, because obviously y'all aren't closed, right?
No, we haven't closed and we won't close. The shelter is still open 24/7. Our hotline is open 24/7. And since this outbreak, just as you mentioned, we have seen an increase in hotline calls and we have seen an increase in advocacy needs. It's sad, but you can imagine if an individual has been learning some ways of coping with a abusive relationship, now suddenly they're at home with that abuser 24/7 potentially. So yeah, so we are getting those calls. It is, sometimes the sad part is that they're not able to make the phone call. We do have a text line that people can text as well. So just to try to give them as many resources as possible.
That number. Can you give us that number, please?
Yes, the hotline number is 903-454-HELP. And then the text line number is 972-591-SAFE, SAFE. So that's a very convenient way to reach out and more discreet way to reach out and be able to share what's on your heart and what your needs are. So.
That's good. That's good that you offer that, because we know whenever financial situations arise, stress arises. And when stress arises, sometimes deep rooted tendencies do rise up. And I love that you guys are educating people that are in situations to just kind of, look at things differently. And, it's important. It is important. So where you've given us where someone could call if they were in an abusive relationship, there's a way that, you can call or text, and our producer, I'm sure, has put those down in the comments. So if you know someone that needs those numbers, get those in their hands, because that's crucial. I myself am a victim of domestic violence, and it's not because I was beat on. We equally fought, but there was a point in time whenever I thought I would be dead. And so we do not want someone to come to that point in the road. Unfortunately, my ex-spouse was dealing with addiction, and sometimes that will culminate a series of events to go on in your lifetime. And so we don't want anyone else to go through that situation, and there's resources to help. And so, but also, what can the community do to help you guys?
So the community really has undergirded us. We too have been taking advantage of social media and putting out our needs just real transparently. And people have just been coming forward and helping us. So, we're still needing some of the basic things. I just did a little write-up just in order to be able to really culminate what it is, what we're needing, but we're still needing all the sanitation needs, the Lysol sprays, the toilet paper, the paper towel, things that we can disinfect with, because of course, and it's that a community environment like that, we really need to make sure that we can keep everything as sanitary as possible. We have been asking our residents to stay in as much as possible, but some of them absolutely have to go out because they are the frontline people too. So.
They're important.
Mhm.
And we appreciate those frontline workers, the essential workers, the ones that show
Yeah.
up every day. And we appreciate what you guys are doing to help them. So if someone wanted to donate some toilet paper or some items, they can just call or drop them off in
Yeah.
Rockwall or Greenville, correct?
They can just call the office, and that line is still being received. Um, some of my office staff is still in and out of the office as needed, but that number is 903-454-4612.
That's perfect.
Connie, I would like to, if I could, give a plug for an organization that's down the street from us. Some real good friends of ours, Charlie and Carla Brookins, that own the Empty Glass Steakhouse General Store, and I understand that they have been helping you out immensely for some.
They
Could you
have.
talk about that just a moment?
Yes. What a tremendous blessing. And those kinds of resources like that, we certainly didn't expect, but be able to have food come in and be able to continue to be able to provide, particularly at the beginning, the meat and things like that was really critical. We didn't have those things stockpiled up, So with this continual resource being able to come in like that has really helped us a lot. Just a tremendous amount of people have been doing that. We've had pizza come in. We've had, which is always so nice, but just restaurants, some of the restaurants that were facing closure and cutting back, they reached out to us and were giving us all what they could. And so I really have felt like the community in the middle of this pandemic has really come together, and it's been a neat opportunity to see how much people care and are willing to share what resources they have.
Well, I know that I've talked to Carla and Charlie, and they are so pleased that they can help out the way they're doing. And I told them that, it's a community effort, and especially with an organization like yours and like Vanita K, I too have had some dealings with for making, was glad that Women in Need was there for us. And then when I was talking to the couple that that he was saying they were had teamed up with you guys to provide you food and different things, and I thought, you know what, that's just another plus for our community.
Yes, it is. It really says a lot about our community, I think.
That's so good. Domestic violence is something that's not often talked about. It makes people
Right.
nervous.
Yes.
And it brings out the ugly truth that sometimes relationships are not healthy. And so we're so glad that you are empowering people with good information and education, and that you're there for them to stand in the gap whenever they need it most, with no judgment. And so we appreciate that. So what can the community do? Because North Texas Giving Day is coming up, and I know that you guys can benefit from that. So tell us a little more about what that means for y'all.
Absolutely. And today I have my outreach coordinator, Madison Brown, with me, and I thought it would be nice for her to be able to share a little bit about that.
Yes.
It is an exciting event that's coming up where people can really come together and help us out. So I'll let her give you the details of it, but here's Madison.
Fabulous.
Hi, Vanita. Hi, Friendly.
Hey,
Madison.
Thank you so much. So like Miss Vanita said, North Texas Giving Day, it's actually Giving Tuesday now is what they're calling it. So the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, and the United Way have come together, and they've decided to add a Giving Day in addition to what is normally done in September for nonprofits. And so that is May 5th, and we're so excited. Early giving is already open, so it started on April 14th. So people can give in advance and kind of plan their donations for different organizations that they want to give to. Women in Need has already been approved to be a part of this event, so we're super excited. I'm going to drop our link in the comments real quick.
Yeah, good.
One now and start a fun. They call it fundraising pages. So giving is fun. That's the thing that Community Foundations of Texas really pushes, is that giving is fun, and it's important, especially during this time when donations have been slowed for many organizations, including ours. Our thrift stores had to close, and that was a really big source of income for our organization. People are still able to give financially, which is amazing, at wintexas.org, but this big day is a big push for all organizations. So I encourage everyone watching to click that link that we just posted in the comments or go to northtexasgivingday.org and browse all the different organizations that you can give to. But Women in Need is excited and ready, and we're so
Yes.
thankful for our community for already giving so much. But this is a day where we can all do it all together.
Yes.
on-
Yes.
That is so good. That is so good. And we're so glad that you're there helping out and getting everything in the links for in the comments for us, because that's important, you know. And so what you guys are doing is very important. And we understand that My Sister's Closet is a huge income for you guys as people bring in their discarded items. Y'all don't get rid of those yet.
Right.
Because I know y'all been home cleaning out your closets and stuff. I don't know about you, but I'm going store shopping
Yes.
whenever we get done with this.
Yes. Yes.
People are getting
Yes.
really good stuff right now. So once it's
Well,
time to safely accept those donations, we're ready to receive them. But for now, like Benita said, hold on to them for us. We'll be ready to receive them safely soon.
Well, Madison, thank you so much. Connie, thank you. And Judge Stovall, Pam, Rose, thank y'all so much for being a part of us today. And folks, we just want to say thank you to the community for helping us where we are today, because without you, without our sponsors, we couldn't be here. And Benita Kay, I know that you can vouch to that. And we will be here every Wednesday. And I understand that our guests are lined up for next week. Is that right?
Yes. So thankfully, we have some great guests in store for you guys next week. Just kind of a little sneak for you. We're going to hear from Greenville Fire Department, the Rafa Clinic, Hunt County Kids, and is it Carevid or Carevide?
Carevid.
Carevid. Casey
Carevid.
and I text, and that's not phonetic. I get to make up my own phonics on those things. So, and I'm from Texas. I can say it how I want to, right?
That's right.
So anyway, we
right.
thank you so much, Connie, for jumping on today
Yes.
and for
Can
sharing.
I share just one more thing a little bit?
Sure.
So there's a couple of platforms I just wanted to say very quickly that we've developed in the midst of all of this. And one of them is that we can actually help individuals that need the online counseling, peer counseling. We're doing that virtually at this point. We also have a Facebook page that the group is meeting in order to be able to encourage one another. The other area that we're still serving in is education. And of course, the students are not in school right now. But what my education team has done is they've put together videos, and it's really still engaging, and that's available as well. So if anybody is in need of those for their students at home, is interested in having some safe dating relationship type videos to offer to their families, that is available. They just would need to reach out to us, and they can email my education specialist at, let me give you J Landers, Landers, at wintexas.org, or
right.
T-Storm. I'll have Madison put it in the comments too, T-Storm at wintexas.org. But I think that those are a neat opportunity that, you know, the schools are still working to try to be able to offer all the education that they can. And so we also wanted to be able to provide this for students that maybe are graduating that wouldn't otherwise be able to have this information before they do move on. So it's important, I think, for them to have as much prevention education as possible. So
thank you, Connie, so very much.
you're welcome.
Folks, we've got to run.